What's up, guys? Rob from Brandon's Gaming here, bringing you a new Let's Play, and this is going to be simultaneously one of my most anticipated Let's Plays I wanted to do for you guys for the longest time, and also one of the most scuffed Let's Plays you're ever going to see. And now the reason for this is twofold. One, the reason it's the most anticipated is because I've wanted to play this game for you guys for forever. This is Wheels Jetz, and this is a game that came out a long time ago. This game came out when I was a child, and I've wanted to play it on the channel for a long time because it's just one of my favorite games of all time. It's on my top 10 favorite games of all time. I believe this game came out somewhere around 2001 ish. But the reason I haven't been able to play it for so long is because it's just not compatible with modern Windows. For some reason, Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver works perfectly fine on a Windows 10 machine. This game did not. It only wanted to work on old machinery. I tried everything. I tried compatibility mode. I tried DOSBox. None of that stuff worked, and I don't know how to emulate computers using a VM machine. So I'm literally running this off of the Windows XP computer that I got from my brother-in-law. Yeah, literally. I have a Windows XP machine hooked up to my capture card, and the reason that this is going to be scuffed is because I guess I have I have an older capture card. I have an Elgato Game Capture HD, and that just does not want to function with 640 by 480 or whatever, which is of course what the default resolution is for all the menus in this game. However, for some reason the mission is in a resolution that will actually capture. Another thing to note is that this PC's output is DisplayPort, so I have a DisplayPort to HDMI converter, but unfortunately that doesn't output sound, and so the sound is coming through my headset that I have plugged into the computer and playing through my speakers. So a couple of things. The menus are all going to be static images. I've taken screenshots of everything as we go through the game, so you'll see all the menus and stuff. Not that they're really all that important, but you'll see screenshots of stuff when it's important. And the audio is gonna be offset. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just the nature of the beast. So unfortunately, I apologize in advance. But the audio is offset. So unfortunately, it's going to be, you're going to hear things before you see them. So I apologize for that. I think it's just because my Elgato is so old. But there's not really a point in me getting a new capture card because I don't capture off console very much ever. So yeah. It's scuffed. This is a game from 2001. It's going to be scuffed, but we're going to get through it, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite games of all time. My 10th favorite game ever, Hot Wheels Jetz. So we're going to start a campaign. I'm going to do a new campaign, and we're going to be playing on hard. So the difference is easy and hard are the same campaign, except on easy you don't take damage, and you don't have to land. Hard, you take damage, you have to land. Beginner is a on-rail shooter type thing, where you're just controlling where you're aiming and shooting. You don't control the flight of the plane at all. So it's kind of weird. Never really played beginner much as a kid. Always played on hard. So each mission... Yeah, so each mission you're going to get this little intro here where the guy talks to you about the mission, about what's going on, and you get like the house blueprints and stuff. Gives you your targets, your start positions, blah, blah, blah. Then we get to pick our planes. So we only start out with 2. And there's different kinds of rings that are in this game that you're going to fly through to get things. There's going to be missile rings that give you 10 missiles each. Health rings that repair the entirety of your health, and then bonus rings that give you some of the other planes. You also unlock some of the planes by simply going through the missions. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll just start with the air fighter. The tank blaster is cool and all, but you know, air fighter. So the beginning of each mission, I'm going to have to pause as I switch my monitor back to the correct input because scuffed. So this is Hot Wheels Jetz. So you fly around. N is your NOS, basically. You press spacebar to shoot things. And if you have missiles, M is your missiles. So this little blue ring you're going to see designates what your targets are. Those tell you where you want to go. You also have a score in the bottom left, a score and a time. You get score by killing things. You lose score by blowing up stuff in the house, as you can see. If you press G, your gear goes up, which is kind of a really interesting detail for them to put in this game. This is a health ring. This would repair your entire plane. And this is a missile ring. It's going to give us 10 missiles in the bottom right corner there. And we can spam missiles. They are homing missiles on certain things, like certain targets they'll home on. Certain ones they won't, which is weird. I don't know. But that's mission 1. So again, you're going to be seeing screenshots for all this stuff, and we're just going to have to land nice and gently here and set her down easy. So this game really isn't that long. Oh, and I apologize. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see the in-between cutscenes. Because, yeah, they're in the wrong format for my capture card. But you just get this nice mission debrief screen. Of course, the score and the time that we're going to have on the screenshots is going to be different than what we're actually playing, because I took all these screenshots earlier when I did a run-through just to have the screenshots, so scuffed. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty short Let's Play. These missions really aren't that long. You can honestly do this entire game in about an hour.
Saturday morning cartoons are in jeopardy. There are several bad guys in the family trying to destroy the TV. You need to take out special army men and the army base to complete this mission. You do have help, though. There are 4 missile rings somewhere in the house to help you out. Good luck.
So we're going to get into mission 2. We're going to pick the tank blaster because he's cool, man. My monitor constantly switching to the wrong input. So the planes all more or less operate the same. I think they have minorly different stats. Like I think some of the planes are faster, some of the planes are slower. The biggest difference is there's going to be 2 planes that sound different in their flight. Other planes all sound the same. There's a plane that's pretty much broken. They coded it incorrectly. We'll see that later. And it's really just the size of the hitboxes that are going to be different. I'm going to try to show off all the different planes at least once at some point. These things I'm shooting, these aren't like mission targets, but I mean, you're here. You might as well have fun, right? Launching missiles at tanks, as we missed. The aiming takes a little bit of getting used to. These missile cruisers or carriers over here, they do shoot at you. They'll shoot like anti-air missiles at you. And you see the little red icon or the red like triangle? That means the missile's locked. So if I shoot a missile here, it's going to track that plane and crush it. But none of those guys were our targets. These guys over here are our targets. And these guys do shoot at you also. I'm gonna blow up their army base here. And this one also, yeah, that right there. So that's one of the coolest parts of the game, in my opinion, is that there's actual like anti-air flak that gets shot at you. It's like, what? This is a Hot Wheels game. Who's shooting a flak cannon at me? If you crash into the wall, you'll just kind of bounce off and just, you know, not too bad. We're gonna put our gear down here and return to base. Nice soft landing. So there we go. Mission 2 complete. Not too hard, honestly. There we go. So just adjusting my monitor there. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to mission 3 here.
Something's going on in the boys' bedroom. Looks like several bulldozers and dump trucks have come alive and are trying to wreck the room. You need to destroy all of them before they make a mess out of the house. There are 3 missile rings in the house to help you out, as well as a health ring you might need when you start feeling a little poorly. There's also 1 bonus ring, which has a nice surprise. Good luck!
Yeah, you can tell this game is a little scuffed because the mission text doesn't fit in the box. What they don't tell you is that there's also, or he might have mentioned it, I don't remember. There's a bonus ring around here. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, so in this mission you start in a bathtub. As you can see, I've already crashed twice because I get a black screen for a little bit while this is loading because of the way that the capture card works. And yeah, you can see that the army men are actually shooting at us now. But they're not our target. We don't care about them. They can do whatever they want. For some reason, we have to just schwack all these dump trucks. They're trying to destroy the house, I guess. Ooh, that was tight. Toit, toit, toit. And the controls aren't bad, but they can be a little bit touchy at times. Okay, yeah, see, we just got smoked twice by anti-air missiles. So, yeah. The bad guys do shoot missiles at you. The enemy planes that these guys are like, they'll try to kill you. And as you can see, we've taken a fair bit of damage already. So, gotta kind of be careful here. Neat little plane that we're flying, little A-10 Warthog action. So this up here is the bonus ring. It's gonna get us a new jet. I believe it's fixed. I believe it's I don't think it's random or anything. I believe it's fixed what jet you get for each bonus ring, and in fact, later on, we're gonna get a bonus ring that doesn't do anything for us. I guess they just anticipated children being stupid, and they put 1 extra bonus ring than needed in the game. So we're gonna get the last bonus ring later on, and we're not gonna get anything for it. Whoops, I put my gear back down. I put my gear back up, lol. You know, like a glove, no big deal, just slam into the, you know. So yeah, you see we got the bonus aircraft, we got the seaplane. Very nice, very nice.
Okay, here's the deal. Your sister's dollhouse is under attack. I know nothing would please you more than to see it get wiped out, but your mission is to save it. There are 10 mini robots and 2 mini cannons attacking it. I suggest you destroy the cannons first. To help you out, there are 5 missile rings in the house. Also, when you get to feeling you can't take much more, there's 1 health ring for you as well. Good luck!
So we'll use the seaplane for this mission because why not? It's brand new. It's cool. It's a biplane for freaking Christ's sake. And yeah, for some reason, so this is one of the planes that sounds different. And you can still hit the N button to do your NOS or your afterburners essentially. Yeah, not your NOS. It's not freaking NOS. For some reason, you can still hit the N button to do your what would be your thrusters. I guess, you know, they'd essentially be treating it like a turboprop. You'd be using WEP at that point, your war emergency power, you know. So you want to try to kill these bots before they get out here if you can. Because you don't want to be dealing with things trying to kill you out here. And the missiles aren't perfect. Sometimes they do miss like that. You know, if you're shooting too close to something, they won't like turn on a dime. You know, I guess we're using like the equivalent of like AIM-9s, you know, Sidewinder missiles over here. So this is one of the planes that sounds different when you're flying it. They actually put the prop sound in, which is cool. And you can raise and lower your gear, but obviously it doesn't do anything. Although I actually think if you raise your gear, you actually can't land, funnily enough, even though this is a fixed gear aircraft. Not too shabby. As you can see, these missions are not terribly difficult. So we got the bonus aircraft. This is my favorite aircraft in the game, actually, the Striker Jet. I apologize for that sound. It's very loud.
Attention on deck. It appears that several ships and aircraft have taken over the boys' bathroom. Your mission? Seek out and destroy these dastardly targets before they can wreck the plumbing. To assist you, there are 3 missile rings and 5 health rings somewhere in the house. There's also a bonus ring, so keep your eyes open. Word of caution, you better fly low to avoid the flak. Good luck.
So, yeah. We're going to use the Striker Jet because it's cute. It's my favorite. And this is the only mission in the game where you actually don't take off in the boys' room. You take off from an aircraft carrier in the fish tank, which I always thought was awesome. I always thought was the freaking best. And so there is a bonus ring in this level, which we are going to get. And it is up here. They don't really hide them too much. There's only one bonus ring that's really hidden at all. So I'm going to come in here, grab a missile ring. Get shot at, slam into a football helmet. And then we have to shoot down... We have to blow up these boats that are in there. Oh, wow, you shot a missile at me. We have to kill all these boats that are in the boys' bathroom. And there's one boat that always tripped me up and always confused me. And for the longest time, I couldn't find out where it was, even with the target radar helping me out. Yeah, you see, you just shot another missile at me. Bastard. Eat Sidewinder. Oh wow, you didn't die from that? Zoom. And so there's one more target, and you're like, where the heck is this last target? Yeah, he's in the toilet. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention that you can do, if you so desire, is, I believe it is page Oh, you can hit V. And you go into a first-person flying mode. Or you can zoom in, zoom out. And if you hit V, it resets. And then, yeah, you can use the numpad to like change your view. And it's kind of neat, honestly. And if you just double tap V, everything goes back to normal. But we're gonna come in for our sweet carrier land here. Nice. Just launch all of our missiles right at the wall. So we earned a bonus aircraft. I'm pretty sure this is just supposed to be like a C-130 like carrier troop thing. Well, I forgot what the name of it. This not the Stratoforge. It's a bomber. What is the C-130? The Hercules. Yeah, kind of looks like a little bit of a shorter Hercules, or a jumbo, or like a a jet airliner, I guess. But we're gonna have to end this episode here. Come back next time. We'll do the second half of Hot Wheels Jetz. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.